Okay, so the racing just finished in first World Cup of the season in Gällivare, Sweden, and we've got Justin Wadsworth, the head coach of the Canadian team, on the line. We're going to chat with Justin about today's race for both the women and the men, and Ivan Babikoff led the North Americans in 14th. Another great day for Ivan. A little bit lackluster for the other Canucks, but some of the other big studs also had lackluster days. But so Justin, thanks for taking time to talk with us. Can you tell us how it felt with the first World Cup? And of course, we do want to talk about last weekend as well, because there were some great results for the Canadians in Brookes Vallarta.
But yeah, Benjamin. Yeah, you know, this first World Cup weekend's always kind of different because you know, the rest of the year everyone kind of is in full-on racing mode, and this time of year people are coming off their various training plans, and so try not to put too much weight in the first World Cup, but you know, of course you want good results. So for us today it was a mixed bag, I would say. More not so good, but Ivan had a great race today, and that was, you know, really nice to see all his training and hard work pay off. So in that respect, it was a good day, and yeah, tomorrow's a new day, and we, you know, as a whole team, we've been in this position the last 2 years, and you know, I hate to throw away World Cup weekends and World Cup points, but you know, if there's a race you gotta suck up and maybe not have the best results in, it's the first one. I'll take that one versus any of the other, any day of the week.
Yeah, no, I understand for sure. When you think about, you know, last weekend in Brookes Vallarta, how that went, did that give you a signal that things were better, worse, or where you thought they might be?
Actually, I thought it was a pretty good indicator that everyone was on track. It's a little bit different because at that point we had only been in Sweden a week, and you know, although the athletes are training quite hard, they, you know, we kind of trained through that weekend. So I think they were, you know, still a little more fresh from, you know, we usually take a few easy days before we travel and then a few easy days after we travel. So that period of rest for them kind of hit more home the Brookes weekend. And then, you know, then they trained quite hard after Brookes, and so I think now that training period is caught up with most. The difference with Ivan is he came over from Canmore later, so he's on the schedule that most people were on in Brookes last week. He's done his hard training block at home, and then now this last, even though he raced in Brookes, he's raced and traveled and had easier days. So for him, he's a little bit more fresh than the other guys.
Sure. So that could be part of the reason why he's showing better form just now.
He's been there all year, though. I mean, I'll make a note that I was pretty sure Ivan was going to race well this season, and just based on his training, you know, he and Devin trained together almost every day back home, and he's been way closer to Devin than he ever has been, and I think Devin's been faster than he ever has been, so it was a really good indicator that Ivan was going to be good.
Sure, and he's showing it. Do you feel really good about the training blocks and the way the training has gone for the team through the off season?
Yeah, really good. We've had everyone's been healthy except for Lenny, who, you know, broke his hand. But besides that, we've had quite a healthy year. Like no major illnesses, and all the training camps went well. So I'm really confident. I'm you know, we'll be there when the races really count, and we'll be there for the majority of the season. This team is strong and ready to race.
Is there a certain expectation? You know, last year you had one of your best seasons ever, if not the best season, and you know, obviously that builds confidence, but it also builds pressure. You know, the expectation is that the Canadians will do well. Is there a mixed sort of you know, how's the team handling that? I guess that double expectation.
Well, pretty good. I mean, I think we just wiped all that expectation. We can. No, I think it's honestly, it's a good. I'm not too worried. The start today will keep everybody really focused and really doing, you know, an eye on keeping an eye on doing the right thing. Yeah, so we're in a good place. I think we came into the season. Yeah, I think, you know, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a better year than we did last year. It's going to be, there's different ways to quantify that. You know, if we get a couple medals at World Championships or podium at the Tour de Ski, that could equal a lot of what we did last year.
Sure.
And I think the women are ready for some more podiums. So I think we're going to see all of the above, I think, later on.
Tell us a little bit about Lennys' hand, because obviously he's a person of note on the team, and where is his hand at?
Yeah, so he went 2 full weeks with skiing with no pole and one on his hand that he broke. So he's just skiing with one pole, and really patient with it and treating it well and doing his mobilization exercises and treating it well. And so he's in a place now that he added a pole about after almost 3. And he added the pole the other day, and it felt good. He skis in modified cast, hard cast, and but it puts no pressure up where the brake is, and everyone's really confident now, the doctors and physios, that he should be fine. He has no pain when he's skiing with the pole. He did a hard intensity workout with the pole yesterday and felt good. And so he's going to start off on the relay tomorrow for us.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. It'd be great to see him out there. For the ladies, for the women, Chandra's podium last weekend had to be a great confidence booster for her. Tell us a little bit about the evolution of the women's team. I know that the men and women, trained separately this year. Talk a little bit about that for us.
So, the women's team as a group has focused more on training for sprint races, and I think their overall capacity has increased with this. It did kind of show that last weekend. They both, like Chandra had, if not her best fist point race ever, close to her best fist point ever. So her capacity's gone up and the distance racing improved, but I think the focus still for everybody is on the sprint races. So I think as a team, they're going to be very strong in the sprints. Dasha, Chandra, and Perry.
Sure.
And that's all their main focus. So, today was just one of those days where, it just wasn't all clicking for everybody. And it's tough when you get it with the world's best distance skiers, and it kind of, it can be tough when you look at the results, but at the same time, I'm very confident that those ladies will lay it down in the sprint races this year and get some more podiums. So feel really good where they are as a group, and we just have to take today for what it was.
Sure. Chandra really showed some big improvements in her distance racing last year. I think she won the 30K Classic, or was it at the Canadian Nationals, and she had some great races at the latter part of the season last year. So I guess the relay tomorrow will be a good litmus test on some level to see where the team's at.
Yeah, for these ladies for sure. Like shorter distance races are going to be better suited for them. So 5Ks, which was the race, where they raced in Brookes Vallarta last weekend, 5K Classic. I think it's the same thing tomorrow. It'll be 5K, and Perry's rested for it, and the other ladies raced today, and so we'll just see how it goes tomorrow. But I have confidence that I just want to have a solid race and have it be competitive.
The conditions in Europe this year are much better than last year. I remember last year there was a big scramble regarding the snow. Are the conditions completely different this year?
Down in Northern Europe here, it seems to be pretty snowy. Southern Europe, I think if we were going down to Davos like normal after Kusamo, we'd be struggling for snow down there. To Canada, and it's supposed to cool off, and Quebec, I'm sure, will make snow and make it happen. Canmore, the World Cup courses are ready, so it's I would say right now the conditions here are good for racing, and I think it's all man-made snow over in Kusamo, and it's supposed to get cold, so it's going to be a different scene over there.
So I guess there's pretty big excitement on the team with 2 World Cups here in Canada. That's a nice and the inaugural one in Quebec, and that's got to be a focus point for the team as well, eh?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's huge. It's going to be it's going to be massive, and everyone wants to ski well at home. And I think by then we'll be rocking and rolling. So it should be very fun and give the Canadian fans something to really look forward to.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to both of them back-to-back races, and of course we want to see the Canadians do well. And we're going to wish you all the best at tomorrow's races in Galvar, and thanks for spending time with us, Justin, and all the best this season.
Yeah, thank you, Benji, and we'll talk to you soon, I'm sure.
Okay, take care. Thanks, Justin.